Okay, so let's say that if you found all of these tips and tricks and guidelines and things like that, all of this for fat loss, right? But nothing's working. What can you actually do to actually start getting results and progress? I think I've talked about this a couple times before, but it's gaslighting yourself, right? So in most people's context, gaslighting is a bad thing because people believe you that you did something that you didn't, or you make other people believe that they did something that they actually didn't, and you try to manipulate them that way. But what if we make that positive? What if we manipulate ourselves into thinking that we are actually able to lose weight and we have done something similar before? If we actually do that, then we're more likely to actually do the actions, right? So a little bit of an example, right? When I was obese, when I was like 250 pounds, I was eating junk food all day. I would just eat just as a snack, 1,000 calories, right? Like, not really great. But what I did at that point was just kind of gaslighting myself, right? I made myself believe that I actually can lose weight. Like, I lost weight before, right? And let's say even if you haven't lost weight before, just like gaslight yourself into thinking that like you actually have what it takes, right? Take any success that you've ever had in life, right? It doesn't matter who you are, you had some sort of success before that you can draw upon for kind of like an example that you have done something good before and you have done something disciplined. You have done something that you can, use that actually can help you propel yourself forward instead of keep yourself down. See, when you start thinking about like things like, okay, here's the time that I failed, here's another time I failed, here's another time I failed, right? Then what do you think is going to be likely to happen? Failure again, right? Because what you've thought about yourself is that you're a failure and you've done all these things. You failed at like this type of diet, it doesn't work, so try another one. You failed at this type of diet, it didn't work, okay? So then once you start properly believing in yourself, then what happens is that you start to realize that like you can win, right? So here's an example. I used to play a lot of games, right? If you're watching me, you probably used to play a lot of games before, right? I explained recently that I kind of got addicted to games again. Let's say like back then I used to play a lot of games, right? So, I'd be much better than my friends at the game, right? I'd find out every tiny little detail that I could to get better than them. Yeah, I would try every tiny little thing, right? And then I decided to think, right, okay, I know that probably gaming is not good for me, right? But what if I just take the wins and like that competition mindset that I had when I played games, and why don't I just put that into, weight loss? So everyone else has already beat me. Everyone else is already somewhat fit. They're not obese, right? So I was really just competing against myself, right? And that's where it comes in. There's a 1% better mindset that will help you. The belief that, hey, I can actually do this, that'll also help you. All of these tiny little things, they add up, but they only add up once you actually believe in yourself at the start. And then once you actually have the mindset that you think that you can actually do it. So that's kind of just my daily wisdom for today to hopefully get you, back in shape, or in shape if you don't even remember the last time you were in shape. So remember, this is what hard feels like. But if you stayed all the way to the end, I actually have a little something for you, a little bit of a gift. In the description, you can just go ahead, click on it. There's a link and you can basically book a call with me, and it's completely free. I'm just trying to do this because like I remember how horrible I used to feel. Like, I tried all these different methods, all these different diets, like, okay, only cut out cane sugar, only cut out sugar, maybe I only cut out seed oils, maybe I tried this, tried that, right? Pescatarian, vegetarian, like all these things, right? I remember how painful it was back then, and I don't want you to feel that pain of just like stumbling over yourself, trying to do these things that don't actually work, and you finally feel like you've tried everything and nothing's working, and you feel like weight loss is impossible. It is definitely not impossible. I don't want you to feel that. So yeah, book that call just whenever you have time. I'll basically just be with you for like 30 to 45 minutes, and we'll talk about like how we can get you to lose weight, right? So if I've done it, you've seen how I've done it, and I can help you with that as well, right? So yeah, click on that link in the description.